I don't know what the fuck just happened. You guys are falling. I'm like shaking from the adrenaline. Good morning. It's a Saturday morning here. I don't want to walk out there. What if there's people in the parking lot? I'm starting the first book, Crescent City. Very excited. Let me get in the car. Hold on. Okay, the car is definitely my comfort place when it comes to filming. I feel so comfortable in here. I'm starting the first book in Crescent City. Sorry if I'm looking a little musty. I just woke up. I am a big Sarah J Maas fan, and her second book, House of Sky and Breath, comes out this week. The 14th or the 15th. It's in like 4 days, which is really exciting. But I haven't even read the first Crescent City. To keep this vlog easy, I'm going to call it Crescent City 1. The first Crescent City book I will be reading in this vlog, and then once I read the second Crescent City book, I will come out with a reading vlog on that probably in like a week or two. If you're not a Sarah J Maas fan, this might not be your video, but I tend to love her books. Throne of Glass is one of my favorite series ever. 2 of my best friends just finished reading this book, so I'm really jealous that they already know what's going on, but they said that they love it. They say I'll love it. The only thing I know about this book is that it's like modern day, not really modern day, but like there's cell phones and guns and stuff like that. There's a girl named Bryce. I think I'm gonna do percent mark updates. I don't want to rush through it, but I tend to rush through books I'm excited about, and I'm really excited to read this one. Let's get going. I need to go to the gym. Okay, really quick update. If you guys have been following me for a little bit, you might know I've mentioned this literally in every reading vlog because something new pops up all the time. Brock and I are moving across the country in like 5 months. Really excited. We actually just went under contract. We just signed the paperwork, so now we're just waiting for a few more things, and then we're gonna close in June, hopefully. So I'm really excited for that. This apartment that we're currently living in is like not the best. We just aren't really a big fan of it. We don't really like the community, and we're just ready to get out. We're ready for a new start. Let me update you guys a little bit on the book. I'm only like 5 pages in. I have not done that much reading, but tonight I plan to get like really far into it, so I'm excited for that. I will say it opens up right into Bryce's life. Like, I have no idea what's going on right now, and I think it's just because I was just thrown into a specific situation. I'm interested to see if I understand what all the terminology is in like 50 pages. So I don't know, it's just a little confusing right now. I'm gonna be reading a little bit. I have finally sat down. It's like 2 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm finally sitting. Gonna be able to read a little bit. My candle is behind you, and it's a crackling one. That's probably that noise you hear. You guys are falling. Okay, stay there. Okay, I'm not really quite sure what percent I'm at, but I'm on chapter 3 now. And really, we're just getting like a lot of background on Danica and Bryce. Danica is Bryce's like best friend, and I think they're still roommates. I think they live together. It's kind of cool because it's definitely modern and similar to our world, but it's a totally different like planet and time period. But there's still like modern elements to it, which I find really refreshing from Sarah J Maas books because we're so used to being in like a fae fantasy world, which this is fae and fantasy, but it's different. I like Bryce so far. She seems really chill, and we've learned a lot about Danica. Like, she's a shapeshifter, turns into like a wolf, and she's part of this pack, and she's super powerful. And there's this thing called the drop, and the drop is when you turn a certain age and you can drop into immortality. But apparently when Danica drops, her powers will like intensify, and she'll become like the pack leader or something. So we're just getting a lot of like background info right now and like world building, which I'm okay with. I'm gonna try and get to part 2 tonight, which is page like 90. I might get even a little bit past that because I have so much time to read today. So okay, I'm gonna continue reading. I had to pause and go run some errands with Brock. It's like 6:30 right now. I'm gonna plan on reading for the next like 3 to 4 hours. Bryce is currently going on a date. So Bryce is half fae, half human. Bryce is going on a date with this guy named Reed, and he's kind of an asshole, honestly. But there's this guy named Connor, who is Danica's like second-hand man, right-hand man. He's a wolf, and Connor like is head over heels for her, basically, like begging her to give him like one date. Connor and Reed aren't even the main dudes in this. I thought it was this guy named Hunt, but I'm on page 50, but Hunt is nowhere to be found. I am so confused. I thought Danica was gonna be like a main character. That was actually really sad. Like, really sad. I'm on page 70 now. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I don't know what just happened. I've reached part 2 called The Trench, and I'm on chapter 8, and it says 22 months later. So basically something happened with Danica, and I was not expecting that at all. Bryce was like in an interrogation room for a while, and that's where we finally meet Hunt, the main love interest, I'm guessing, and he's kind of part of this, I don't quite know what it's called, Triari. He's a part of like this, I'm guessing it's like a police force almost, and they were kind of interrogating her, but like not really interrogating because she was like really messed up from everything. She's kind of like in a rough spot right now. Not gonna update anymore tonight, but I'm gonna keep reading. So tomorrow I don't know where I'll be, but I definitely will update. Okay, it looks like I'm in the same spot as yesterday, and that's because I am. I swear I've moved, okay? I worked out this morning. It's Sunday. It's like 2 o'clock. I've been reading for like 10 minutes now, and I totally forgot to update you guys. I'm on page 170. Bryce was just kind of recruited to figure out what is going on in the town. I don't want to say the word because that's a big spoiler, but something's happening in the town, and one of the archangels, Micah, came down and was like, hey Bryce, you're connected to this shit happening in town. You're gonna help solve it. And she's paired with Hunt, and they're gonna investigate this together. Drinking a Pepsi. I just filmed a YouTube video that's coming out, actually the video before this one, the tier ranking video. So I tier ranked some of my favorite characters. I did end up downloading the audiobook, so I'm gonna be listening to it while I read. Oh, pause really quick. I don't want to lose my spot. Hold on. I am tabbing right now. The dark green is all of the like world building that's been going on. There's a lot of world building in the beginning, and people said that this book is a little bit slow, and I can agree. It's a slower Sarah J. Maas book, but I can tell on page 70, literally there was a big plot twist already, and I was like, what the fuck? So that kind of shook me. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Tamlin effects in this book. I know that it's building up to something, and it's got to be slow at the beginning for a reason. Like, we're getting so much detail about Bryce and the world and everything like that. I am gonna sit by my window because the lighting in this apartment is doo-doo. I'm like 30% of the way through the book. Bryce is reminding me a lot of Aelin from Throne of Glass, because Aelin always was like one step ahead of the reader. So like, you as the reader don't know what's going on inside of Aelin or Bryce's head, but they do something that just makes sense. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Bryce was like, I have a lead, and like she didn't tell anyone what the lead was in this like investigation that she's helping Hunt with. But then they talked to the Viper Queen, and the Viper Queen gave them kind of like a hint and was like, Bryce was like, okay, I've got another idea. And it's just like idea after idea. We are starting to see some like bonding between Bryce and Hunt, not in any like big way, but Bryce reached out and asked Hunt for some help. That's where we're at right now, and Rune is Bryce's half-brother. Rune is being dragged into this investigation also, so Rune, Hunt, and Bryce are kind of now on the mission. They're trying to figure out who stole this like artifact from like the city square. It's really good so far, and the Super Bowl's tonight, so I kind of want to watch some of that, but not really. So the parts that like I get bored at, I'll probably just pull out my book and start reading, because I think we're just watching it here. It's Monday morning at like 5 a.m. I'm so tired right now. I actually did not watch the Super Bowl. I watched the halftime show, and that was it. I read the whole time, so I'm like 40% of the way through right now. And sorry about the music, I'm at the gym, I'm at work, but Hunt just met with the Oracle, and they're about to go talk to Briggs. So that's where I'm at right now. It's really good. I'm liking Bryce a lot, but I'm waiting for that like oomph moment with her, and I like where she's going. And I think that like her being known as like the party girl, yet the reader sees that she's definitely not a party girl. We see a lot that the other characters don't in her. So I'm liking that we get a little bit more of Bryce than anyone else. My feelings about Hunt are kind of the same. He's just kind of neutral to me right now. I like him, but he still, I feel like, has this like judgment towards Bryce, and he doesn't know the full truth, or like her full story, and she doesn't know his full story. So there's still some like there's a barrier between them, and I kind of just want that barrier to go away. I will say, like, Sarah J. Maas did not play around with shocking us in this book so far. It is slower. It's slower than any of her other first books in a series, like slower than Throne of Glass book 1 and slower than ACOTAR book 1. I think it's her best first book, if that makes sense. I'm happy that she's kind of branching into the new adult, you know. The second book comes out tomorrow, but the problem with ordering through Barnes & Noble is that if you pre-order a book, it ships on the release date. So I don't technically get the second book until I think the 20th or the 21st, which is really frustrating. But Amazon, when you pre-order for them, it ships to you on the release date. So from now on, I think I'm just gonna order like from Amazon pre-order, unless there's like a really good deal at Barnes & Noble. But anyway, that's it. I gotta go work out. Talk to you later. Work is pretty dead right now, so I am reading, and I'm on chapter 39, page 375. I'm starting to really like it. 2 of my friends are actually just finished it too, so I've been talking with them back and forth, which is nice to kind of like, if I have any questions or anything, they can kind of answer without spoiling it, you know, which is really nice to have. Bryce and Hunt are having more moments, like slight little moments, like Bryce at 1 a.m. was like, I need to go on a run, because that's how she blows off steam. And Hunt was like, I'll come with you. And she was like, no. And he was like, yes. And it's just like this cute little back and forth. So they're having little moments here and there. Dobie's got the zoomies right now, and it's 7 p.m. on Monday. I got a lot of reading done today, but I'm not going to update. Ow, I just whacked myself. Oh, until tomorrow. But I'm going to read for the next two-ish hours, so I should get a big chunk knocked out. Something just happened with Adis, and Adis is this like devil dude. They summoned him, and I'm so confused. Not like confused, but like, what does he even mean? Something with the Oracle, whatever she saw with the Oracle when she was like 13 years old is what I'm not quite understanding. Like, so I'm excited because I know there's gonna be a twist. Like, nowhere in my mind is there a prediction. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, hello vlog. It's the next morning, and like I said, I told you guys I would update you. I am like 72% of the way through the book, and I know I haven't done very good with updates in this video, but this is my 4th day reading it, and I've tried to slow myself down. But I am, like most of you guys probably watching this video, it's like a TV show. When you start it, you just hit the next button and you watch the next episode. I cannot, for the life of me, when I get into a book, put the book down. So that's how I've been feeling with this book. I could have finished it faster, but I've been pacing myself as best as I can. That's bothering me. Let me do a quick update. Look how colorful too. I just got to a part where Bryce finds a clue from Danica in Danica's jacket. And Danica has this jacket that she always wore that says, "Through love, all is possible." Oh my God, something just happened with Hunt, and it made my heart, it ripped my heart out. The saddest, two sad parts with Hunt, like back to back, actually. There was the shower scene that was so sad. And then there was the scene with Sabine, and Sabine is a fucking bitch. Her mouth is filthy too when it comes to speaking to Bryce, and it makes me so upset. I don't know why anyone would talk to anyone like that. I know this is a book. I hate when people are just rude for no reason, and Sabine is just an absolute asshole. But we're getting somewhere. This book is really slow. I will say it is not a fast-paced book. Like, if you were looking for something to knock out, it's not that kind of book. Update you soon. Okay, I'm at home. I'm eating dinner right now, literally with my book just hanging out on the counter. I'm like shaking from the adrenaline because so much has happened. So many fucking twists, so many plot twists that, like, I don't know why I didn't pick this book up sooner. Well, I did. It's because I wanted to wait for the second book to come out, but oh my gosh, the amount of plot twists. It's not even like plot twists, it's just like mind-blowing parts. Like, Bryce is so good. I know if you've read this and you're watching this, like, after you've read it, the vacuum scene is probably my favorite book scene ever. I died laughing at that. It was amazing. But I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'm definitely finishing the book tonight. I thought I would have so much time at work to finish it, but I didn't. So I was really busy at work. So I am gonna finish it tonight, but Brock wants to watch a movie. So we're gonna watch a movie and then I'm gonna finish it. So I'll probably be up kind of late tonight, but that's okay. My book gets in tomorrow. It changed shipping dates, so that's really good. I'm in the middle of like a battle part, but I don't want to like read anymore. You know, it's that feeling where you read like a page at a time and then you're like, oh my God, I need to breathe. I need to breathe. Okay, so I'm gonna continue reading. I finished Crescent City. I finished it actually 2 nights ago. I meant to update you guys yesterday. Yesterday work was so busy. The past few days at work have been really busy, so I haven't been able to update my little rainbow book. I just think that there were so many twists and turns. I don't really remember where I left off updating you guys. Something would happen that you kind of were like, okay, I kind of see how it got there. Like I kind of predicted that. And then there would be something else like 10 pages later and you're like, what? And then another thing would happen like 10 pages later. It was just twist after twist. Not even like, I wouldn't say like plot twist, a what the fuck kind of moment. Like, oh my God, I did not see that coming. I had a lot of moments where I was really shocked, but like in a good way. Could have ended on the last chapter. Like the story could have stopped, but then the epilogue, something happens with Jessica and Adis and they're talking and then they say something and you're like, oh, okay. Then the next book, obviously, this is a big old book. I took the cover off. Guys, I'm a little confused by this actually because like this book is obviously bigger, but they're about the same amount of pages. The pages in here are just really thick, but I am so excited to read this book. I already read the prologue of this book, so I'm gonna end Crescent City vlog here. If you want to watch my vlog on Crescent City 2 or House of Sky and Breath, then stay tuned for that vlog. It'll come out a week from this one. I definitely suggest reading this book. If you like Sarah J Maas and you haven't read this one, read it. If you don't know if you like Sarah J Maas, I would maybe consider starting with ACOTAR or Throne of Glass first. I am a Sarah stan. None of her books have done me wrong. This is just another 5-star read for me, and I'm really excited to continue reading this one. So I'm gonna pause this vlog and literally pick up where I'm sitting right now. See you later. If you want to follow me on Instagram, all of my links are down below, my Amazon wish list, some discount codes I have for brands, and my social medias. So I will see you guys in the next video.